London. Television presenter Davina McCall left viewers visibly moved during a recent appearance on Loose Women, where she delivered an emotional and harrowing health update following her brain surgery. The star, 57, has shared the full extent of her journey, from diagnosis through recovery, giving fans a raw and intimate look at a chapter marked by fear, hope, and resilience. The story started last year when McCall was undergoing health checks as part of her advocacy work around menopause. A scan revealed a colloid cyst, a benign but dangerous growth in the brain. Though non-cancerous, such cysts can cause serious complications. The size of hers, measuring around 14 millimeters, made surgery all but inevitable. McCall admitted that initially she tried to shrug it off, put her head in the sand, but eventually she and her doctors concluded that removal was the safest path forward. In November 2024, McCall underwent a major brain surgery known as a craniotomy, which involved temporarily removing part of her skull to reach and remove the cyst. The procedure was risky and required a stay in hospital of about 9 days. Her partner, Michael Douglas, and her existing support network played a crucial role during this period. Following the surgery, McCall spent time in intensive care. Early updates described her as exhausted but making mega progress, a sign that the operation had succeeded where it mattered most. Recovery hasn't been without its challenges. McCall has spoken openly about struggling with her short-term memory following the surgery. Things she once took for granted, recalling simple recent events, conversations, became difficult. Perhaps most striking was the mental and emotional journey she shared on Loose Women. McCall revealed that in the lead-up to the surgery, she confronted the possibility of her own mortality, especially with a family history marked by early loss. Her mother, father, and sister all passed at relatively young ages. She described experiencing real fear of dying, but also of being present for her children and the anguish that would leave behind. One of the most poignant moments came after her surgery, when McCall reported seeing what she described as the ghost of her late father. In her recovery, she saw him in hospital, really real, as she said, in the shape he was before Alzheimer's disease took hold. The vision offered her comfort, an emotional release, and a chance to grieve again, but this time with some peace. Now, some months on, McCall is in recovery, with MRI scans confirming that her tumor is not returning. This clear result gives her a chance to draw a line under perhaps the most frightening chapter of her life. While there are ongoing issues, memory not yet back to full strength, physical rest still required, she speaks of having a renewed sense of purpose. She's expressed overwhelming gratitude to the medical teams, to her partner, friends, family, and fans who've supported her every step. The ordeal has changed how she views life, the urgency, the love, and the courage to face fears head-on. Davina McCall's story is heart-wrenching, but also deeply inspiring, a reminder of how fragile life can be, but also how strength, vulnerability, honesty, and love can help us rebuild. If you like, I can pull together quotes from her Loose Women segment or reflections from those close to her to give the piece even more emotional texture.